Alright, what is going on? I'm going to be showing you a few of my KO lineups slash strats. KO lineups are kind of like weird because they're not like Sova lineups where his dart has to necessarily see someone. You can just go through walls and stuff like that, so it's hard to have like a good lineup in quotation marks, but they're nice to have just to have in your back pocket in certain situations. The first one that I like to do is on A site over here on split. If you'll look at that 2x4 on the floor there, I like to put the little line, my E and X, on that, throw without jumping, and it lands on top of this little bush here. So that covers all of this area, covers anybody who might be like dropping the spike here. It covers anybody who might be a little indecisive if they're gonna go mid or not, but most importantly it hits the people who are peeking your person who's trying to make contact at ramp or over here. It even catches anybody if they're on here. I'm brain dead, and I like to stand on this and hop around like an idiot when the round starts for some reason. I don't know, but you'll catch them there. The thing with this one is though, is that it becomes predictable, and they are able to shoot it. It's just in like lower elos and stuff. It's almost so fast that people aren't able to recognize where it's at and shoot it. But after 4 or 5 rounds, they might notice where it's at and they'll start shooting it. But if they do manage to shoot it or anything, then I'll just come over here and toss it at that wall, and it covers almost the exact same stuff. But after you've thrown that one for so long, they're gonna at least have like one person sitting here waiting to shoot the dart or something, and that can pull a little bit of weight off the person who's defending ramp or main over here. It's not even really a lineup. I don't even have a designated like lineup per se for it. All you're gonna want to do is try and hit this with your dart. You can, you know, stand in this corner and, you know, line up something. I just toss it at it. But that hits. Most importantly, that just hits this person, and if anybody else is grouped up or on top of the box or anything, that brings the weight off of your garage defender if they're trying to, you know, get a quick pick at the beginning of the round. This will stop like a boom bot or, you know, a Reyna from flashing in or a jet dashing up or whatever. Just nice to have in your back pocket again. If I'm ever forced to play mid with KO, or I'm in a situation where like I'm rotating and I'm going through mid, I don't really have like a set lineup for mid. What I do though, what I do is I put the knife on that wall, mostly because if you're an attacker coming through here, if you're peeking fence or, you know, you're trying to push up mid, you can't see that. I've never once had anybody cracked enough to like, oh yeah, threw a dart, and, you know, it's not gonna happen. Those are my 3 main darts that I use for KO. I have a couple molly lineups. KO's mollies aren't necessarily good for doing crazy amounts of damage because it's very loud and you can hear it coming, and it pulses, so it gives you a chance to get out of it. This is a little lineup I have. You put on the lamp there, you put your C from your grenade right on that little area right there without jumping or anything. Just toss it, and that fucks it up. You have to get all the way in this corner. Put your C directly in the middle of that. Toss it. That should have worked, right? Yeah. So that lands directly on default. Now if there's a planter here and they hear that whoop 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 whoop, they're usually gonna get off. But if they get off and your team has maintained heavy control, or you have somebody who's ballsy enough to be standing here at CT, that molly comes out to like about right here. So this pushes this planter either into no man's land over in here, pushes him back sight, and then they'll have to work their way back out if you've still maintained heaven control. Or, you know, it might hit them a couple times, but they can get to pillar over here. If it hits them twice and they peek pillar and you still have heaven control, that's good for you, bad for them. Another lineup that I have is for back sight over here on A. If you're trying to retake, you're like rotating from B, or you just got pushed back, you're gonna put where you can throw or lob your grenade, the left click, right click little UI down there. You're gonna put your arrow at the bottom of that right on this little line right here. I'll circle it while I do it. But what you're gonna do is you're going to jump and throw, and that should land back sight. I believe I was a little bit off there. Let me try it again. If you get it like right on pixel perfect, yeah. Jump and throw. That's better, I think. Yeah, that clears all of that. And what that's most importantly going to do is it's going to push them out to here where your guy from heaven who's retaking with you can see. Makes it so if somebody's pushed up elbow for your team, you'll see it there. Does a good amount of chip damage to him and just gets him out of that corner where people like to hide. And then lastly, this is kind of situational, but if for some reason you're low health or you have a flank and spike is planted over here and you just want to be able to get some damage on the way, buy some time to get them off and push in or whatever, you're going to take the little curved line under your HP bar and you're going to put it right on this like recessed light right there. So like right under the second 0, you'll see it's like right on that light. Jump and throw, and that will land on default. You can variate that as well if the spike is planted closer to you, like over here. If you just put the bar lower on the light and toss it, it'll pull it towards you and you can get it more over here if you want to. It's up to you exactly how to do that. I believe that is all the basic little like KAYO lineups I have split. Thanks. Bye.